key landmark. Left at the fountain, or sometimes right. Welcome to Marrakesh and Riyadh Adriana. The Riyadh is a common architectural style. You'll see it in other places. It'll crop up again and again as we go through Marrakesh. Look for nice courtyards and comfortable rooms with bland exteriors. Starting off day one in Morocco, today we are going to go to the Bahia Palace. We have a food tour booked, and then we're going to go to a dinner in the desert. The Medina is very walkable. Winding little streets like this connect every part of it. Here we are off to the Bahia Palace, walking down these wonderful, dusty streets. Bahia Palace, built over the course of 4 decades in the late 19th century. It's a tangle of beautiful courtyards, ornate carvings, beautiful architecture. This is called the Grand Riyadh, and it's one of the first parts of the palace that was built. First stop, dessert.
What is it? Doesn't cut.
How is it?
It's good. It's really good.
Next, we set off on foot for some beans, bread, and stewed meat.
Very good.
And wash all that down with some freshly squeezed sugarcane juice.
We'll try sardines balls.
Salsa, tomato cold salsa with some onions and it.
Sardine balls and salsa, delicious. They really just taste like meatballs. You'd never know they were sardines if you weren't told ahead of time.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. That's too much crap.
Here we are, showing up for some juice. But what's this? Look at all these bees. Apparently, that's an optimistic sign if there's bees all over your desserts. Finally, the best part, tangia, meat slow cooked in clay pots in the ashes from the coals burned to heat the bathhouses.
That's the vertical wall. Excellent.
Alright.
It's been a heck of a day so far, but it's only starting. We're heading back to the hotel for a break before we head out for dinner in the desert. We meet our guide across the street from the stunning 12th century Koutoubia Mosque. It's a long drive out to the desert. Luckily, we're gonna make a couple stops. Alright, Jamie, hold tight. I'm not sure we knew what we were in for with the camel rides. Quick little route through the desert, not too far, kind of a big loop with our camels and apparently some of our camels' kids. Dinner was pretty good. Tagine, the usual. I admit I didn't so much as get a picture of it, but the real fun came in the festivities afterwards. Early morning and it's back on the road, this time heading off to Ait Benhaddou, with a stop along the way at an argan oil collective where they make all kinds of stuff out of argan nuts.
So the first step with the stool, we remove the shell to get the nuts inside. Then we put it inside lamina tool and she gets this hot plate, not directly oil, but oil and a paste. And this is the rest of the paste. Everything is used, no waste.
Yeah.
Okay?
So what do you use?
This one is used for making a black soup. You know black soup? To use it for scrap.
Oh,
Traditional henna.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good to remove all dates here. Apply. After 3 minutes, we scrub it with a glove to remove all dates here.
Okay.
So everything is used. So this is our procedure to make argan oil for cosmetic and for eating.
This is Ait Benhaddou, fantastic 11th century, highly reconstructed Casbah, old village, and probably most prominently movie set. Almost every movie that you can think of that's been set in the Middle East was filmed here. Indiana Jones, Lawrence of Arabia, Game of Thrones, Gladiator, you name it. For hundreds of years, an important trading post on the ancient Sudan to Marrakesh trading route, Ait Benhaddou is recognized as a World Heritage Site for the suite of earthen construction techniques, the range of buildings, and the degree of preservation. UNESCO calls it a perfect synthesis of earthen architecture of the pre-Saharan regions of Morocco. When you tour it though, it's mostly t-shirts, movie sets, and a lovely spot to have a cup of tea.
Yeah, the chicken smells delicious.
After the tour, we were treated to a tasty lunch in a local Berber household before starting the long drive back. En route, we enjoyed views of the striking contrast between lush green valley floors and the red-brown desert with Tetris block villages. Back in Marrakesh, we went for a delicious dinner at La Mida. dinner, we set back into the now abandoned, maze-like streets of the old Medina area to try and make our way back to the Riyadh. Took some doing, but we figured it out when we got there. Okay. We'll follow you. We start our last day at the Jardin Majorelle, famously the home of the fashion designer Yves Saint Laurent. Hundreds of selfie-snapping tourists roam the grounds every day, admiring a broad range of trees, plants, succulents, and cacti. It is crowded and popular. Book ahead or you'll never get in.
Oh, that's a picture. Do I hold the camera?
Oh, did you take a picture?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Jamie and I set out to visit the Orientalist Museum and the Maison de la Photographie. Both are housed in riads, like our hotel, and are similar in that both also do an excellent job of capturing the sights and feelings of Morocco as they were perceived and romanticized by foreign visitors from Western countries over the years. Both museums feature little cafes up on the roof where you can get a breath of fresh air on the sweltering hot day, a cup of tea, or maybe even an orangina. After a busy few days, we headed home. Thanks for watching.